People that reply all to mass work emails just to respond with "Good morning, everyone." Why are you this way? Because no one has smacked them with a large fish yet. Or when people send a Teams message with "Hi" and wait for you to respond GTFO. The reply all emails are the most entertainment most of us ever get at work. I work for a large corporation, and someone recently replied all to a corporate-wide email. The results were hilarious. Hundreds of people demanding to be removed from the mailing list while replying to all. Dozens of people scolding others for replying to all while replying to all, and assorted other idiotic replies. I think the inbox count exceeded 500 replies by the time it stopped. It was glorious. It's purely performative to appear eager and motivated, hoping someone high enough up notices them. Professional version of "Please notice me" sent by me. Most of my daily emails are the celebrating 13 years to some employee every single day. Lack of social and professional awareness. Because they don't have friends, community outside of work. They're desperately seeking community and human interaction, even if unwanted, unreciprocated, and this is low-hanging fruit. When someone sends an email to the wrong DL and 100 people reply all to let them know, and another 100 people reply all to tell everyone to stop pressing reply all. Good morning, everyone. I hate when an email is sent out congratulating someone and then 800 people reply all to also add their personal congratulations. Why they don't reach out directly to that person in Teams or send an email directly to them, I'll never understand. Are they right? Good morning, everyone. I've had a company-wide email thanking a few people by name for a big acquisition get reply all by a random facilities guy saying, "You're welcome." He was not one of those names. Bonus points for the few times someone hijacked a mass email to ask one person the status of something completely different. Office life has taught me most of corporate America are absolute brain-dead morons with no ability to properly approach email. A mass work mail is sent to all employees with an overly harsh and authoritarian tone and with overly distant greetings. Sarcastic employee answers "Good morning" to make the sender notice their lack of politeness and to make the others laugh. If you've worked with a French person, this is something that may happen and everyone finds it hilarious. If people would learn to use BCC when sending mass emails, this would not be an issue. Because the person sending the email was not trained to send to themselves and BC to the masses. I have 8 hours a day to pretend I'm a pro-corporate extrovert. This is how I make my extrovert pro-corporate nature visible to as many people as possible. It's just a part of the act, baby. And if I can tell another colleague is in on the act, then congratulations, we now have access to each other's premium personalities and we're actual work buddies that may or may not hang out outside of work. To shame the others who do it, my favorite is when it's sensitive information. Remove me from this thread. First job, known as almost retired people, arguing on a mass email, asking not to reply, and how it bothers everyone while they do it themselves. Every damn year. Unpopular opinion, I actually like these ones. Reminds me they real people on the other side of that screen, and weirdly enough, it makes me pause and take a breather. It's when I get 10 email chains back and forth between two people for a meeting I wasn't even a part of, discussing who wasn't there, and info completely irrelevant to me while I'm in the middle of a similar project. Haha. That scrambles me so fast and throws off my flow way more because my brain is immediately scanning it for relevant info before going, wait, this isn't even mine. I'm much happier with the random goo. Morning, everyone. Emails. But my team is also chill, so I really like them. My boss is a straight email terrorist. I receive new staff announcement emails on the regular. There's 200 plus people in it, and there's always a few who replies all just to welcome the new staff, and the new staff replying all and to say thank you. All you got? That's cute. My org has some district lists with 12K plus people on it. About once a year, someone will email all 12K plus people something stupid, and about 1/10 of those people will reply to all. Then they reply to all again and again and again. A couple years ago, my company sent out a company-wide email informing us all that a longtime employee who had been with the company for decades was finally retiring, and we were all invited to congratulate them on their well-earned retirement. At the tail end of the email, it mentions that another employee who's been with the company for over 20 years will be taking the other guy's place. Over the next hour, that initial email gets responses from various employees at the company, congratulating the first guy for his accomplishment and wishing him well. And then I get one email addressed to the entire company from an employee arguing that he was not made aware of the job vacancy, and if anyone deserves that promotion, it's him. His accomplishments were more impressive than the other guy, and he had more friends at the company. Why'd you promote that guy? He sucks. After that, no one else responded to that email chain. Punish evergreen so next time they send the email to everyone via BCC instead of TOCC. If you are going to be too lazy to send to all so replies go to only you, then you can deal with the aftermath. Then you have people replying all to tell people to not reply all, and you have people replying all to ask to be removed from the Teams group, and they could just leave on their own. I respond with, please take me off this list. So everyone knows using reply all on those messages just bumps you up the list as a target when we have to do a riff. LOL sounds like this is a personal demon you're fighting today. You know, if you run Outlook, you can just click ignore, and it will ignore all emails with the same subject. Second worst are the people that reply all to the reply all asking everyone to stop replying. You're doing the exact thing you want everyone to stop doing. Best is after that starts reply all with reply with stop to remove yourself from this email chain. Right click on the conversation and choose ignore. All the people I know that do this are massive brown noses, so I guess they consider it to be a form of networking. Who cares? I don't read half my emails. Lazy or chaos intentions in the act. There's always that one person who sees 47 people CC tagged and thinks, yep, they all need to know I'm having a good morning. Because whoever sent it didn't put the mass email recipients into BCC like a noob. My favorite, and by favorite I mean I hate it, is when people reply all to a mass email and then a bunch of other people begin replying all to tell everyone else to stop replying all, making everything even worse. It's pure ego. They want everyone to see their name in the inbox. It's so annoying. Please remove me from this email chain. Somehow that reminds me of the time HR at my company sent out an email to everyone to make sure to verify certain personal info in the system. And someone responded to everyone in the company with their full social security number. How do you come back from that? I've always assumed people act like this because no one listens to them at home. Some people see reply all and immediately think, excellent, time to let 47 strangers know I'm awake. If there's a mass email, the recipient should be BCC to avoid this. If the sender fucks that up, well then that's a training issue, and the mass reply all will ensure they don't make that mistake again. Or some men just want to watch the world burn, I guess. Either way, rip to the IT department who has to clean that mess up. Or those that then respond with stop using reply all. A notice to all those who want to do your part. Put the email addresses group in BCC instead of 2. That will prevent people from being able to reply all on the email, because they want people to notice them. It's the same employees that senselessly pipe up in town halls and union addresses. I've had guys rephrase a figure more than once just to be provocative. We restricted who is allowed to reply to mass mail list emails. We can also just use a marketing template or BCC everyone if we don't want a reply thread. If anyone did this at my workplace, they'd only did this once before receiving a polite email from their manager explaining them a proper email culture. Some people even put in their body email, please don't use reply to all when replying to my email, especially if they request some sensitive information. They aren't trying to be polite, they were establishing dominance. So unnecessary, just hit reply and move on. Reply back with unsubscribe.